Hello everyone. Even though Rick and Morty has a lot of strange celebrity cameos, the program has managed to bring back the strangest celebrity cameos in 8 years. Easily one of the strangest episodes of Rick and Morty to date, Rise of the Numbericans. The movie follows Morty and Mr. Goldenfold as they become embroiled in an intergalactic conflict between a race of sentient numbers and a race of sentient letters. Even though this Rick and Morty episode is jam-packed, it still finds time to mention a beloved episode from Season 2, complete with a celebrity guest. The much-awaited 7th season of Adult Swim's cherished animated science fiction series, Rick and Morty, has finally premiered. Thus far, Season 7 has been a very crazy one, finally striking a balance between absurd one-offs and Rick and Morty's main canon narrative. Rick and Morty's Big Rick Prime plotline has already concluded in Season 7. And while the show has primarily concentrated on unique concepts, Episode 8 of the 7th season picks up where previous episodes left off, reviving a massive interplanetary conflict that begins with a peculiar musical celebrity cameo. Returning Ice-T and the Alphabetriums, Rise of the Numbericans. The movie takes a strange turn in Rick and Morty Season 7 Episode 8. As a member of the Alphabetriums, a cosmic elemental species, Ice-T is essentially a physical letter T formed of ice in the world of Rick and Morty. In the first episode of Rick and Morty Season 2, Episode 5, Get Swifty, Ice-T and the Alphabetriums made their appearance. The title characters had to work together with Ice-T to save Earth. Ice-T made multiple appearances in Rick and Morty, but this funny episode swiftly established itself as one of the show's most recognizable plots. In Rick and Morty Season 7, Episode 8, Ice-T and the Alphabetriums made their long-awaited comeback, but this time the plot was entirely different. Perhaps the most important character in the episode is Ice-T, whose storyline follows him as he goes from being the son of an outcast to becoming a hero who brings people from other planets together. The entire concept of the episode, which takes its cues from the absurd Ice-T joke from Season 2, works quite well despite its peculiar tone. While there have been many excellent episodes of Rick and Morty Season 7, Rise of the Numbericans, the movie stands out as the season's high point. Rick and Morty's bizarre Ice-T plot is still ongoing, as evidenced by Episode 8 of Season 7, which even builds on the joke from Season 2. The interplanetary fight between the Alphabetrians and the Numbericans is explored in this episode, along with the history of their conflict and the introduction of a variety of bizarre new characters. Even the beginnings of both species are covered in this episode, which demonstrates that they had an ancestor. The episode tells the story of a vast space opera with lore that is much more intricate than anyone could have imagined, on the order of Star Wars in size, even though Ice-T's second appearance was surprising. Rick and Morty Season 7 Episode 8 has previously hinted at his next appearance, but it's going to be considerably bigger this time. In the Rick and Morty Season 7, Episode 8 post-credits sequence, Ice-T and his queen are seated on their thrones when an unexpected visitor arrives in the form of Ice Cube. When Ice Cube explains that the combined army of Numberican and Alphabetrium is needed to aid his race of geometric aliens, they both agree to help, even though it could appear to be just a post-credits joke. There might be much more to this. A new Ice-T story based on this post-credits sequence wouldn't be implausible. Given the entirety of Rise of the Numbericans, the movie was built up in this scene. The post-credits scene from Dan Harmon's debut as Ice-T marked the character's departure to battle the Numbericans. This Season 2 narrative was carried over into Season 7. This means that, hopefully, the next Ice-T narrative won't be 8 more years away from appearing in a Rick and Morty episode. It is certainly possible that it will.